भगोड़े कारोबारी विजय माल्या पर अवमानना के केस में सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने नाराजगी जताई।
इस वक्त की बड़ी खबर, विदेश मंत्रालय ने विजय माल्या का पासपोर्ट रद्द कर दिया है।
My passport has been revoked.
And he's still surviving after committing every possible crime in the corporate sector.
Yeah.
9,000 करोड़ रुपए जिन्होंने सरकार से चोरी किए हैं, उनको आपने निकलने क्यों दिया?
उनको पार्लियामेंट में इनफॉर्मली अप्रोच किया था।
ये बयान की उन्होंने मुझसे मुलाकात की और कोई सेटलमेंट का प्रस्तावना की।
I want to settle with the banks.
विजय माल्या ने दरअसल दावा किया था कि देश से भागने से पहले उसने अरुण जेटली से मुलाकात करके सेटलमेंट की।
अमीरों की गरीबी क्या होती है और गरीबों की अमीरी क्या होती है, ये साफ नजर आता है दोस्तों।
Are you going to return to India, and do you think you can reach a settlement with the banks?
I definitely would like to return to India.
Hello, hi. We are back with a new case study for you on the corporate frauds. From the king of good times to now being the economic offender. How did a 9,000 crore corporate scandal unfolds, and why it still haunts the Indian financial system? Let's deep dive into it. Do you know there are 17 banks led by SBI who were involved in fact funding Vijay Mallya and his projects, whether it is airlines or his luxury, and ended up losing a lot of money in the process. While it is said that a lot of things have been recovered and in fact they were able to seize a lot of assets, but this guy is on the run and his extradition is still looking far, far away. Vijay Mallya, once celebrated as a business tycoon and a liquor baron, built an empire on glitz and glamour. But beneath the surface lay mounting debts, financial mismanagement, and a scandal that would eventually unravel his legacy. The man now is a fugitive economic offender, once owned a very luxurious brand of airlines by the name Kingfisher Airlines. His Kingfisher Airlines planes are grounded. In this case study, three important elements we are going to discuss. Point number one, what actually happened. Point number two, where it actually went wrong. And point number three, why Vijay Mallya, who is in UK currently, hasn't been extradited as yet. What do you think? Is Vijay Mallya, who has done corporate frauds and not able to repay the loan of the bank, is fugitive economic offender or is a willful defaulter? Let's discuss what actually happened and why this fraud has actually happened. So what happened is Vijay Mallya started expanding his airline business, the Kingfisher Airline. He in fact secured lending loans from many banks, almost 17 banks. It is said that through his influence, through his reputation, he was able to secure loans for the Kingfisher Airlines from 17 banks, mostly public sector banks. He in fact has been seen as misusing the fund. After securing loan, he, instead of reviving the Kingfisher Airlines, it has been said that he started using his money for his own personal luxuries, which also include engaging in Formula One ventures or his European mansion, which has been talked about. In fact, he started defaulting on his payments, which led to a lot of case escalating against him by the banks. Legal actions have been filed against him, and that's how he is in the maze of complete corporate fraud. We see in 2012, Kingfisher Airlines finally lands on the ground. All their flying machines are grounded and they stop the operations. This brings us to the second piece of our case study, which is why this happened. Where did it all go wrong? Problem number one, lax loan sanctioning process. It is very surprising to note that conglomerate like Kingfisher, which is run by Vijay Mallya, is able to secure loans from the banking industry, mostly public sector banks, in such a way that the financial due diligence, checking of the financial health, compliances of the RBI guidelines on the sanctioning process has not been followed by the banking system. Point number two, weak monitoring system. Now, Reserve Bank of India guidelines, whenever it talks about the banking companies, if they give any loan, first of all, they have to do proper sanctioning, but second, they have to monitor the loan regularly. This leads to questioning the banking system, that why banks are not having right compliance system, process, policy, where they have a right way to monitor the banking loans and also have a proper monitoring mechanism. Point number 3, not following the proper restructuring guidelines of RBI, which leads to non-compliance of RBI guidelines. RBI stipulates how the loans have to be restructured. What is the protocol? What is the system? What is the method? Point number 4, collusions for personal gain. It is also alleged that few of the banking officials were aware of it and they in fact involved with him in certain cases of bribery, and he were able to, in fact, could not raise the red flag. Point number 5, delayed legal action. By the time, in fact, Vijay Mallya was declared willful defaulter, it has been said he has already fled to UK, which means that you cannot take action on him. He has already fled, and the process of taking action was so slow that he evaded any kind of accountability of what he has done. This comes to the third part of the case study. Why he has not yet been extradited to India when we know that he is involved in non-repayment of the proceedings of the loan which is taken from the Indian financial banking system. Reason number 1, strategic departure. Mallya fled India, went into UK, exploiting the weak bureaucratic system India has, evading any kind of action against him and his company, and that's how he exploited his influence. We are not commenting who helped him to run away. What we are concerned is that Indian system sometimes is so bureaucratic that he ended up exploiting that. Reason number 2, legal maneuvering. His team in UK now fighting every legal battle, giving reasons of multiple kinds and defending the reason of extradition. Reason number 3, his claim of political persecution. He claims that whatever action which is happening against him or in India is because of some kind of political revenge or vendetta. Reason number 4, a secret legal matter. It is said that he is in fact looking asylum in UK, and with this secret legal weapon he may never return, which will keep our Indian financial system to just follow the recovery proceedings and look forward to initiate the economic offender proceedings and recover whatever they can from him. Do you think that these kind of asset recovery protocols, asset recovery action by the Indian authority is justifiable? It is important so that our system is protected and no such bad debts, non-performing assets or defrauding the system of financial system in India will help India recover what they deserve. What do you think? Please let us know about Vijay Mallya's legal tactics. International law should be stricter in such a way that these fugitive economic offenders are brought to the justice. Let us know in the comment what do you think. And do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe and share for more such explosive content on economic offenders in the world of financial crime and governance. Do you think Vijay Mallya will ever be extradited? Do you think the Indian banking system is now matured enough to in fact monitor such loan in advance and take swift action, not just bureaucratic delays and allowing people to flee the country and impacting our financial system in a big way?